Hello, listeners. Welcome to another episode of News Analysis, where we discuss current happenings. So, what's trending on today's episode of News Analysis? The Nigerian Bar Association (NBA) on Monday threatened to drag the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), in the person of Mr. Ola Olukoyede, to court over his allegation that lawyers not only enable corrupt practices to thrive in the country, but also aid illicit financial flows into offshore accounts. The saying goes that lawyers are liars, and there is no legal profession without a legal liar. In a way, it's true, because we all know that the lawyers don't state the truth all the time. Most times, they have to compromise depending on the stance of their defendant. The EFCC boss had, in a speech he delivered at the opening of the 6th Annual Criminal Law Review Conference in Abuja, insisting that no mega financial fraud could be perfected without the input of lawyers. He stated the power lawyers have and have used so far in aiding and abating crime in the country. According to the chairman of the EFCC, he says the most traumatic discovery of the EFCC in recent years was the subjugation of national interest and the well-being to personal interest by lawyers who aided briefcase foreign investors to fleece the nation in dubious transactions. According to him, the P&ID scam, the Mambila Power Project, and the Sunrise issues are just few cases to prove this point. The EFCC chairman also stated that as he called out these obscene legal and illegal actions, lawyers are solidly behind them, and lawyers, especially senior lawyers, receive political aid and fees from political office holders without recourse to financial regulations. Meanwhile, reacting to the allegation by the EFCC chairman, the NBA, through its president, Mazi Afam Osigwe, senior advocate of Nigeria, berated the EFCC chairman for portraying members of the legal profession in a bad light. Osigwe, senior advocate of Nigeria, who spoke shortly after the legal body unveiled the logo and theme of its 2025 Annual General Conference, has come out to tell Nigerians that the EFCC chairman should not make such allegations without evidence. Osigwe-san has said that he challenged the EFCC chairman to come up with empirical evidence, and if he cannot, he should never make such statements again. But how you want to catch liar now? How do you want to prove that a lie is a lie when the liar is a professional and knows how well to cover his tracks? Although this case of lawyers being liars should not be generalized, as there are still good ones out there, but the EFCC chairman is just pointing out that over the years, without the aid of these senior lawyers, politicians would not have been able to go scot-free when it comes to economic and financial crimes. Unfortunately, according to Osigwe, he says the EFCC chairman was one of them, and he had earlier drawn his attention to the fact that many men and women that make the investigation and prosecution of cases by the EFCC worthwhile are lawyers. Is it then suggesting that those lawyers are aiding and abating money laundering in the country? Yes, according to the EFCC chairman, he is not mincing words in pointing out that lawyers have become criminals with politicians when it comes to aiding and abating financial crimes. According to Osigwe-san, he says if, for example, the EFCC chairman has evidence of many lawyers who have aided money laundering and who are standing trial, or who may have been convicted or who had pleaded guilty, then no one can say that he has no evidence. It is, however, unfortunate that such statement was made, and he is sure that with the benefit of hindsight, he would not have made the statement. According to Osigwe, he said the point must be made that all of us lawyers must be committed to ensuring that we do not use our professional services to aid money laundering or terrorism. But no agency should utilize the public platform to suggest that members of the legal field or the legal profession are the most guilty members of the public in aiding and abating financial crime. In the absence of evidence, such statements should never be made. We are proud members of the legal profession, and we must not always come out to shoot ourselves in the leg. He says we must draw the line in performing our professional duties and aiding the commission of crime. There may be few bad eggs, but that does not represent the picture or the majority of lawyers who toil day and night to build up a reputation of integrity and professionalism. The Efcc chairman should not, for whatever reason, soil that image by portraying all of us as aiders of money laundering. The truth is that this statement by the Efcc chairman has actually pained the NBA as they feel insulted and they feel degraded. They feel as though the government, especially Efcc, has come against them and has watered down their efforts over the years. It is true that the good image precedes wealth and riches, and this image is something that the NBA do not want to lose. Therefore, they have called on Efcc to stop slandering them without any solid evidence. Although there may be bad ones among them, but it does not mean that the whole association should be labeled as liars and should be labeled as money launderers.